Hello, 1 2, audio test, 1 2, 1 2, audio test, 1 2 3, audio test, 1 2, audio. Alright folks, how's it going out there? Rooster in Tennessee. Gump tune, Cobra 29 GTL. As you see, it doesn't say LTD Classic, so when you see the GTL, probably means more than likely we're looking at a Taiwan 29, which is exactly what this is. Cobra 29 GTL, made in Taiwan, red channel display. VFO windup on this one is in the CB PA switch, so on the PA your VFO windup is off, and on CB your VFO windup is on. So pretty easy to keep up with there. All standard controls on this thing. Everything else works as it should, aside from the RF gain, which is our variable dead key control. We've got a white LED meter light in here. Widened out receive, transmit tune, quietened receive, where you're not picking up all that hash and trash and static. You're pulling in the most important part, which is signals from other people. Just to show you that it does receive, despite how quiet it is, we're going to key up this other radio down here. And that's dummy load to dummy load. As you can see, it receives just fine. Produces sound from the speaker. We demonstrated the VFO windup working right off the bat. Now, I will say that this radio, there's a gentleman in Florida that I've been talking to, and I will put his numbers, his skip numbers, on the title of this video. And he's not obligated to buy it. If he doesn't buy it, it's obviously open to someone else. You know, another radio may come up that fits his need a little bit better. The Taiwan 29s don't show a ton of peak output power, and that's a downer for some people. They want to see that peak power swing over. You know, they want to see this Bird 43 show 40 and 50 watts peak. And this thing just is not a big peak powerhouse. But what it does do is it produces about the same amount of average power as all the other 29s. And if you hook it up to an amplifier, you're not going to be disappointed, because it will drive your amp just as hard, if not harder, than a radio doing all that peak power. So don't let the peak watt meter fool you. Don't get too tied up with that. I can go ahead and tell you myself, and a lot of guys out here don't even run a peak meter on their bass. I don't. Everything I read on my bass is average power. So what my radio does peak, I couldn't tell you unless I bring it in here and put it on the bench. And the only reason that I have this peak kit in this watt meter is to do videos, to show people as a reference the peak power, because people want to see the peak watts. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I'll get off on that rant a little bit later, I guess. We'll get back to the 29 here at hand. Cobra 29 GTL, made in Taiwan. Pretty nice radio. If you were just looking at the face of it, you'd say, oh man, that thing looks like it came out of the box. But we do have some wear and tear up here on top. Sides look pretty good on it. Pretty nice. Other than that, obviously our channel display is in good shape, perfect working order. And yeah, anyway, so let's get into it, I guess. We'll start out with our carrier control all the way down, and then we'll just work our way up and show you what this thing does. So we'll come over here to our 50 watt slug. As always, 50 watt scale, so that 50 is 50. So we're looking at the middle scale. What I'll do, I'm just going to key this up and roll up the dead key using one hand. And again, if you watched any of my videos, I do that every time. Leave a dang radio on and it feeds back. So let's get into our dead key here. Slowly rolling. That's 11 o'clock. That's 1. It's about 3:30 to 4. and that's wide open, which is about 5 o'clock. So 5 watts dead key out of this thing. Hello, audio. About 8.5 average. Whistling 8.5 to 9, not hardly 9. And we'll just talk into it normal audio. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now again, that's with the mic gain. I don't even think it's wide open. About 3 o'clock, and that's about where I'd run it. That's still a little harder than a lot of people like to run one, but I run mine about 3 o'clock. Superstar 507. And I think they sound real good right there. But still on the key here, not falling off or anything. So the variable's really stable the way Gump does these. Some of these variables that guys put in end up fluctuating and stuff, and you get long-winded. You start out keying 2 watts, and by the time you're done, you're keying 3 watts or 1.5 watts, whatever. But these are real stable. Audio, radio, a little bit over 8 watts average. Let's go to peak, and we are wide open here on the RF power still. Hello, audio, radio, audio, 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 audio. And then we can just talk normal into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio, 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 audio test 1, 2, 3. 30 watts. Let's back it down to halfway. Audio, radio, audio, radio, audio, radio, audio, radio, audio. See when you hit that oh, the peak kit responds a little bit more to the lows. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 30 watts or so, just talking normal. Like I said, not a huge peak power powerhouse, but as you can see, the average power is right there with what most of these other ones do. And, you know, it's the same thing as like the old 148s, like this one sitting back here. They don't do a ton of peak power either, but drive your amp with them and see how much power your amp draws. And you'll see that these radios, they drive the amps just as hard, if not harder, than your standard radio. But anyway, guys, that's it. Cobra 29 GTL, Gump tuned, ready to go. My guy I've been talking to in Florida, if he doesn't take it, it'll be up for consideration. You know, he might be one of those folks that wants one that does more peak power. And hey, to each their own. If he does, that's fine. That's no sweat at all. Some people have that preference. They're like, oh man, that thing only does 30 watts. I don't want that. I'll wait till he shows one that does 40 or 45. Hey, no problem at all. If no one takes this one, I'll hook it up and run it myself, because I don't run a peak meter, so no sweat off my back. But anyway, guys, enjoy the video. Cobra 29 GTL. Questions, comments, complaints, let me know. There's another guy in Alabama that just hit me up a couple days ago, and I haven't forgot about you, man. But like I said, I'm doing some catch up here. Got to ship out radios to Hawaii. Got to get this radio squared away to somebody, and just put batteries in my peak kit a couple days ago. So videos were shut down due to battery maintenance, having to put some batteries in. I hope you guys all have a good one out there. I hope everybody had a happy 4th. Hope to be catching everybody on the band here in the near future. Hopefully conditions stay open. And yep, that's it. Rooster in Tennessee. Catch you guys later. See you, bye.